Okay, today is September 13th, 2024. Okay, I realized a few things. When I'm in a positive mindset, I do have a clearer output on the market. When I'm in a shallow, tired mindset, or shallow, just say like not in a positive mind frame, I do have the tendency of I don't want to say the tendency, but I do feel like I don't operate at my optimal um, trading capabilities. Like the trade that I took on Wednesday when I waited for an hour, hour and a half. Um, everything set up well and nicely, and I was able to get that trade. And then I yesterday, what can I say? Yesterday, I had some good plans, but I didn't execute those plans because of just I was waiting for my actual setup that I have here written out, and I knew that these other ideas they tend to work, but I didn't back test them, so my confidence level was low on those trades. And then the trades that I did take yesterday, now that I'm really thinking about it a little clearer, now that I've gotten enough rest, enough sleep, they were low level trades. The first trade didn't the trades never really gave me my 5 minute setup that I needed. They did come from the 1 minute, and somehow, even though the 1 minute is in a whole different chart, I started focusing on it. My breathing felt a little shallow, and it was towards the end of the day. I just wanted to, I guess, wanted to make up something for waiting for so long the entire day, um, and it cost me. All right. Yeah, none of these setups were actually good. It's just end of day stuff. So it cost me. It cost me not a lot, but still a lot. It cost me enough to psychologically affect me. Missing out on the buy opportunity that I had down here on this level here that made sense, and not being able to capitalize on it because my setup never fully brought itself to fruition. Like I was just hoping for a trend line down here, and we got something like this here, right? Price really broke out of structure, and then had another pullback, right? I could have capitalized on this pullback to back up here. I could have. Now that I'm looking at it, I could have capitalized on this pullback. If we bring this down to the 1 minute, let's see how clear this is, and it should be very clear, right? See, boom, there we go. So very clear level here. Price touch, stayed in. Really made a profound statement to move out of that level. I know I would have wanted to see price come down to this area here, which it freaking actually did. Right? But I also would like to see price create a um, another level, which we don't freaking get. We get this nice pure drop here, but we do keep ourselves within this high volume area here, and also retesting this level here, right? This consolidation level. We tested it, came back, tested it right here, and bounced. This consolidation level worked with this high volume here from this, and then if you saw my charts, you saw that here we had some strong volume for buying on this 1 minute over 10k, right? And then I could just say okay, and I can make this area my area of interest. We have a consolidation zone, we have high volume that we can be in between where buying should come in, and then boom, I can buy it on the retest, which we retested a second time where I wanted to enter, right? But I did this to say that I didn't get any channel breaks that made sense. This is actually a good channel break here, but this came in at noon. All right, at noon it came in. All right, so I missed an opportunity here, which worked very well. We had price going breaking, breaking, broke, stayed above, closed above. Opportunity here. Price did have a pullback, and then it pushed up higher. We had a red candle, which I would like to have seen. Could have entered stop loss down there, but I would like to see it with a channel. So none of my channels worked out. You know, I had a double top, saw that, didn't see a channel that made sense, but it worked in the 1 minute. So I do like my setup because it's clear when I see it. It makes sense. These setups are harder for me to see and catch, and I don't want to be chasing them. I am working on really just focusing on what makes sense. Um, you know, but these volumes do make sense when I see them. So, so yesterday, as far as my trading style, as waiting for a 30-minute level to be reached, waiting for a 30 candle to close at the level, waiting for a 5-minute trend line, and waiting for it to be clean on the 1 minute. I would say that the one that I probably could have tried to take is this one here, with a retest back at these levels down here, but I don't trade that way, so I probably wouldn't have been able to catch anything at all, and I would have to be fine with that because the setups never give. You know, the only one that's probably close to being a good setup was this one here, and it was at noon. That was the only one that was a very good proper setup, and it was at noon. And look how nicely it worked. It was just waiting for this to happen, and then boom, break, break, break. You know, if I don't look at the 1 minute, you know, like looking at all of these little migrant movements, I could just hold and just wait and just wait and let price do its thing. Let price do its thing. Let price do its thing. Strong push back. Okay, maybe we're reversing. Push back up. Oh, maybe we're going up. Stop here, right? And then say, well, price really needs to break, and then, you know, whatever. But just catching. What is this? This is 10 points. Cool. It's one ES contract, so this has to be about 20, 40 points. So, like I said, I saw this. It's just never lined up nicely with what I wanted. We did have a buying situation here, and we actually honored this buying from this candle here. So this is a 10 o'clock candle. 10, 10. Buying starts here. Yep. Got above that candle. Didn't get above this selling here, which I have to be respectful of, right? And I don't think we got a reversal, did we? But buying was very dominant on NQ, but if we're looking for selling up here, so I don't, that way I'm not being biased, right? This is the new selling, right? We did get selling. Do I have a channel? No. No, first of all, do I have a candle that actually closes there? This one here, right? So this is 10:30. So now we look for 11. Right. So I don't get anything. Everything's too aggressive. So it was very hard. So I don't get anything. Everything's too aggressive. We do have a double top. 1, 2, right? But everything's too aggressive here. You know, and the buying volume was very strong that I had in the chart that came out. So it was kind of tough, not gonna lie. Could have did better, but it is what it is. I gotta move forward from it, and I can't sit there sulking. So like I said, I don't think I'm gonna be trading. I don't know if I'll be trading today, but if I do, I will at least have my charts set up. Let me go through here. So we have 3 o'clock. We have buying. Something that was said yesterday that I think is important. is that the yesterday's high of day and low of day are significant levels. Yesterday's high of day and low of day are significant levels depending on where price opens during the cash um, trading session. And so yesterday was the high of day was here, right? And then market close is the cash trading session of the high of day. Cash trading session. This is the high of day of the cash trading session from Thursday, right? So, and the market opened here. Now, they stated that if the market, I want to go make sure that I read it verbatim because I want to um, make sure that I properly remember this because I plan on using this idea. This is from Carmine on InvestorTrade, and I don't see the note. Where did I know I shared it somewhere? Oh, I took a screenshot. Smart me. All right, so the trade. Okay, if 5549, if 5549, if 5549, this is area here. This here it is. Okay, what's in my head? Right now it is if yesterday's high 5568 trades before 5549, then it's likely we will trade 5549 would all right. If yesterday trade high 5568 trades before 5549, then 5549 would trade after yesterday's high is broken. So if the market touches this, then we will likely get a retest before the market goes up. If 5549 trades before yesterday's highs are broken, 5568, then it is likely that 5568 will trade after 5549. So if the market tests down here first, then we will likely trade the highs. Now basically, the market opened right inside this value, and we had two levels in between. Now, price could have broken down, retested, and then continue lower to this level, which is fine. But I never speculated that the highs could be something considered important because during the the pre-market level we're kind of like past it. So I don't really call it anything important unless we're trying to fill a gap, in which we kind of did. We kind of close the gap and bounce it. So if we go to the 5-minute here, this is the cash session right here. This is where price opened. Price opened right here, and price opened right below news, right? And we held, and then we pushed down. This is the trade I wanted to take. I was interested in this area of rejection, right? So this is the trade I wanted to take either way. So if price stayed down there, these trend lines are freaking ugly. I do not like any of this. Nope. But I do like this candle right here. But I also like this. Is very clear, right? Boom. Right, that would be a closer 2-to-1, but this one here makes more sense. 559. How many points is this? 7 points. Boom. Right. So if this trades before this, then we'll likely retest it before moving back up. Before we likely retest this, and if this trades before this, then we're likely to bounce like we did. And it was a valid plan. So I wish I read that. I wish I understood it because I really could have benefited from this push up. But the 1 minute, like I said, was the only thing giving me clear signs of anything. Um, and no one expected that price to really rally after that. So that's what he said. So for today's market, we'll try something similar as far as marking our highs and lows of the trading session. The high seems to be this, which is this 5607 level. Maybe we'll get a repeat. Let's get rid of that. And so that's the high. The low is way down here, which is I'm not gonna mark it because we are still in this strong buying volume. So we had sell, but then volume of buying came in. It got destroyed. So I really don't have anything up here. So looking for selling is probably the only thing I could look for, which is this candle. But looks like we might be above it. So I don't really have anything here really to work with besides the fact that price could just continue higher. I'm basically done with this. And once again, just like yesterday, we'll be focused more on news. I forgot how this 831 worked out. I think this one was insane. We'll have news at 10 o'clock, which is going to be important, but we should have some price action prior to, before 10 o'clock, and then a little bit after 10 o'clock. So as far as what price is doing, it's rising right now, and that's pretty much it. All right, we're having a nice upward price action. Ooh, I really like this. What's it look like on the 5 minute? That looks good here too, and looks like I connected it to another volume to volume. Red candle with green buying, that's a good thing. Green candle with red buying, that's also a good thing. You see we sold off a little bit, but looks like we are destroying these highs. Like we're buying into this. Whew. All right, so my breathing felt like it was getting shallow again. All right, so I do like this trend line. I'd like to see price ebb over and create massive destruction here. Whatever this is, I'm gonna mark it because this created a significant bounce. It was the news high, the 830 news high, and then yeah. So let's mark this. This is just a strong volume area. That's all it is. But it's enough of to be a target because it's like a 20-point move. Whew. All right. Making sure that my brain doesn't just clock out on me. All right. So we're moving up. VWAP is sideways. It looks very dead. Kind of like how it was yesterday. Looks very dead. Then we had a nice flux of price movement and then price chopped up. Here it's dead again, dead VWAP. We'll see if we get a nice flux movement going on, and price is rising. So that's it for now. For this, let's go to NQ and see what NQ offers. And we have a lot of time before the market opens. We have over 3.5 hours. I am up early than usual, and that's fine. Let's mark this because we know that ES and NQ should be somewhat in sync. We may also mark this area here, and then we'll get back to it a little lower. Um, yeah, I don't think I have anything for ES for NQ aside for the fact that these levels are just either going to work or not. NQ could actually break through all of this in one day, um, based on how strongly NQ does move. So I'm gonna move these over. I don't have much of levels really, and what I do have is that the fact that NQ came from the 50% again and had a crazy running day the other day, over 700 points it seems like. 746, yeah. So that was a crazy day of price action. I caught a small amount of that, which is cool. All right, so what we have here is buying going into these levels. I don't see selling, but prices being stopped. Selling's here. I'll do like this. I do like that. I do like this a lot on I did a lot on NQ. I like that we are showing that we don't want price to move up. So this is important. Now if we break above it, then hoping to see what price cut. But I do like this. I like to see price really get tight, and then we'll see what happens. This is pre-market, so I'm not sure how much I can hold my breath here for any of this, but I am liking the sell up here at 140. This is yesterday's high. All right. Say we have some strong buying into this level, but then price is kind of like holding this. So maybe we'll accept it and move higher, or reject it and move lower. Probably need to see an actual price movement first, right? Out of this here, like a strong one, like a strong kind of like this one here. All right, to show commitment. Right now, we're just kind of like just playing around. All right, I don't think I have anything else. Like to see ES and NQ side to side. Selling up here. No selling. Selling up here. It's not really holding. All right, so let's just get below it. So we'll just keep an eye on that. Push it back. Came from. And NQ. So VIX, ES is NQ is kind of like at VWAP, and ES is above VWAP, looking for higher prices. So right now, NQ is stronger than ES. ES is stronger than NQ. All right, let's see what we have going on with NQ at that level. Back over here. Something here. Okay. Well, it's just that I'm not going to like do much to it. Bounce with ES. Let's just do that. All right, we'll have that. So ES is above the highs, while NQ is below the highs. Actually, let's go back to NQ. How did NQ fare off with those highs? Pre-market. All right, I never thought about that. And also ES with the highs pre-market. So this is the highs over here. Yeah, we opened up below it also. So that's something of importance. Yeah, so we opened up below it right here. And as you can see, price came back down. And then we had a strong buying candle close on the 30-minute. We're also below news. Here. Actually, no, we stayed above news, but yeah, we kind of stayed at a lower range of news. But ES does very well with news. I believe so. So this is news. Broke below it, pushed up, had a nice little thing going on here, and then we closed below it here at 46. Right, this was a convicted close. And the price pushed up. We closed below here at 46. I think this is where we had a price movement down and then reversal. Perfect entry here. 46, 46, 46. I think red is the one. Nope, yellow's the one. 46. That's where I saw the thing, right? Yep. Just like, boom, bam, and then move up. Okay, so they both opened below, and they gave an opportunity. Now, for this one, um, NQ is below, ES is above. This is not high. This is a high. Okay. Okay. This is a high. I'm gonna mark this high. 9.3. Whoa. I'm gonna mark that high. Because it looked like we're gravitating towards it. I mean, NQ is struggling. NQ is struggling. here at these highs. I think we is that where we rejected? Yeah, that is exactly where we rejected at high. Um, right here, and it coincides exactly with that one. So, yep. So we rejected that high again, broke through it and rejected it. So if this gets above, maybe ES will stay strong. If this is able to bring ES below, then we can look for shorts. I think we can couple it that way. So all right. I hope all of this is making sense. This would be buying ground. But there's nothing to buy from. It's a big just candle. It's way too high. Yeah, it's way too high. Okay, so I think I'm done. Let's go to VIX. So the same thing with VIX. So in VIX, we're above yesterday's lows. And then when she reached the lows and broke it, price did move lower. Had a nice retest at 1430, which I think is that price that I saw, and then stayed below it. I'm not sure how I feel about trading, about the highs and lows of VIX. Here it's feeling kind of clogged here. There we go. There we go. Okay. So let's see here. There's some nice selling here. Rejected. Alright. I'm gonna remove this here. I'm gonna mark this. Bet. Alright. Alright, I'm pretty much done. want to say it's here. Just gonna go over there. All right, so that's it. That's those are my levels. All right, I wanted to look at the daily. I think that's always important to do. Sometimes when price just moves strongly like this, so strong buying from here and then there. Okay, so we bought, but I don't see any candles that saying rejection. Perhaps this was a very good one here that we'll probably sell off, but we didn't have any volume, and price was inside of discount the whole time. And so yes, not yesterday, but the day before, the 11th, we broke out of that level, and price has just been steadily rising up. Man, price has been steadily rising up. My ears really feel clogged. Um, Nothing I can do about this here. Yeah, same stay with my 30s. All right, I am essentially done. I went over news. Don't have anything major. Um, Settlement price not usually not important for me anymore. 5602 down here. I couldn't mark it. Um, Whatever this price was a freaking headache yesterday for my trades, and I don't know why. Besides it being the only selling that came out, I don't know why. It looked like it was a headache again here as well. This one took me out last time. Um, do we have that in queue? No, we don't have anything like that besides our whole number here. So I guess it's the same thing. All right, so what's that? What's that? All right, we're done. We are done. NQ is holding that VWAP and on that channel. So if NQ breaks below it, I said maybe ES will follow suit. NQ is getting tight up here. So that's it. I'm done. I know this took a little longer than before, than prior sessions, but I am done for the day. And then we'll see if I take anything from still here.